Hello, my name is Josiah Gilliam, and this is a mindful moment with Awaken Pittsburgh.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Romero, the Executive Director of Awaken Pittsburgh, and today we're going to do a practice called Feet on the Floor. So you actually, if you're sitting and your feet are on the floor, that's great, but you don't have to be seated. You could be lying down or standing up. So either way is fine. So you could take a moment and just kind of soften your gaze looking down, or if it feels comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. And wherever you feel contact with your feet on the floor, or if you're lying on a bed or a couch, just begin to bring your attention to the sensations you notice in the contact with your feet on the floor. And that may be through shoes or slippers or socks, or maybe it's bare feet. Whatever that is, just beginning to notice. And maybe there are parts of the feet where you don't have sensation, and that's okay to notice too. So you could begin to name that for yourself. Maybe it's the weight of the feet against the floor. Maybe it's a temperature, hot, cold. Maybe there's a sweaty feeling, a vibrating, a tingling. Anything at all that you notice with the contact of the feet against the floor, your shoe, your slipper, your sock. Shifting attention to the toes, the bottom of the toes. Are they making contact with anything? Can you separate out individual toes and feel sensation and any difference? Shifting attention to the tops of the feet, the skin, maybe noticing the insides of the feet, bony structures or muscle, tendon. Or again, it could be contact with a shoe, a slipper, or a sock. And shifting awareness into the ankle and the heel, that back part of the feet. Any feelings that you notice there at all? And now kind of zooming out and taking in the whole foot, ankle, bottom of the foot, toes. Just kind of exploring anything in the feet at all that you feel inside, outside, contact, lack of sensation. Being curious about what you might be finding in the feet. Now you can let go of the focus on the feet and the ankles and just sit for a moment, noticing any of the sounds in the room, anything at all that's present with you for just a moment. And then I'll ring the chime to close. How was that practice for you, Josiah?
It was good and pleasant. I appreciated the idea of naming the sensations, um, weight or temperature, and I was able to pick up on different sensations based on that I hadn't been paying attention to. And I also like the idea of going down to the level of, like, say, the individual toe, if that's possible, and then zooming out
Yeah.
to the feet in general and stuff. Like, how often is the awareness placed there
Mhm.
in general? So it was pleasant. How about you?
Yeah, I love that practice, especially in moments where I might be feeling like panic or a trigger, because sometimes when we get really worked up, we're either really stuck in something that happened to us in the past or really have anxiety about the future. So if we can really bring ourselves into the present moment in our bodies, it's a really great technique for me, at least, for grounding myself and kind of bringing myself out of the way your brain can kind of spin sometimes. So I think, yeah, I love that practice, and it's so quick and easy, and you can do it. No one would be knowing. So at any moment, if something's happening, a conflict, and you just need to center yourself, you can just bring your attention into your feet for a quick minute, and then, hopefully that helps you kind of de-escalate whatever's happening.
I love that. Yeah, certainly more discreet than taking large vocal breaths for several minutes.
That's right. That's right.
Well, thank you so much. Any other last reminders or encouragements for folks before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think if you can just try to do a little bit of practice every single day, that builds that muscle of self-regulation and brings more calm and peace into people's lives. So even if it's a quick couple minutes like what we just did, it's great if you can try to just find that moment every day to do that couple of minutes of practice. And they'll really, like, I think people will really start to see a benefit after just a few weeks of that.
Great. Thank you so much, Stephanie. We'll see you next time.
Great. Thank you, Josiah.